Hello darlings, it is Wednesday and I'm delighted and more than a little relieved to say that today things are a bit better. The old toothache hasn't gone and neither has the tooth. Still there, hanging on for grim life, dear life. But the pain has lessened. Still there, but it's manageable now. And this time yesterday, it really wasn't, to be honest. And the sun is shining. That's nice. I managed to get some sleep last night. God, I needed that. The new bedding, rescued from a caravan on a windswept and desolated car yard, is rather easy on the eye and rather lovely and comfy. The fishy wishes and various other waterborne things are enjoying their nice new clean water. But what isn't so fabulously marvellous is the garden. Should we go and have a look? I did promise you an update, didn't I? Let's go downstairs. It's really quite upsetting. Those of you who are longer term viewers will know how beautiful this garden normally is. To bring you up to speed on the story, obviously a few years ago the garden was completely landscaped, a lot of money spent, and since then it's been beautifully and rigorously maintained by a husband and wife gardening contractor team, and that is paid for. Well, the team came from the letting agents and it's paid for half by me, half by the landlord, Chris, and they retired last September and they haven't been replaced. So the garden is 3 months overgrown, and obviously it's the 3 months of the exponential growth period. So as you can see, it's all a bit wild, which is, you know, lovely for the animals and so on, but not so lovely for me. Especially as I'm paying for this. I'm paying for this work that isn't being done. And it doesn't seem to be easily sorted. I'm getting the run around from the letting agency to say, oh, we're trying, we can't get anybody, this, that and the other. So I'm saying, well, what's happened to the money? Where's the money? What's happening with that? Oh, well, we don't know, we'd have to look into it. Because the money formed part of my rent. My rent increased by a certain amount in order to pay for my share of the gardening. So myself and Chris, we're paying a goodly amount per month, and for 3 months nothing has happened. And you know, it's getting to the stage now where, well, I mean, there's quite a lot of work needs doing, and this isn't going to be brought back to the way it was easily. But yeah, so the point is that work is being paid for that isn't happening, and I haven't got the use and pleasure of the garden. So waiting for a call back for them. I rang them again this morning, but so I don't know. But what I do know, darlings, momo for lunch. Oh yes. So bloody fiddly, this damn stove. I wish I had a nice gas one. There's the momo chutney just waiting to be deployed. That defrosted overnight. Oh yes. And lunch is served.
So as a result, he put himself forward, but the local constituents said, no, we want to do a hustings, we want to run the process, this is a new place for us, and we want to go through all of the with his sandwiches in a row back, and as a result they selected Katie Lamb, a spad to Suella Braverman,
special advisor,
exactly to Suella Braverman, to represent them here.
Do we know anything about other candidates here?
Yes, Lenny Rolls was the Police and Crime Commissioner candidate for Labour in the recent elections, and over in nearby places like Ashford, he performed well in voting, so he's the candidate here put forward by Labour, but equally a whole list of other candidates, as you were hearing only a few minutes ago, will be available by the end of the week.
And
so well.
It's not fixed yet. It's not fixed because, of course, the candidates do. The candidates only have to register by Friday. Michael, thank you for that quick briefing into the constituency. Well, it's been a very pleasant spring day to visit a rural constituency, and a couple of people had written to us to say they're concerned about the way farming has changed, or they thought it was interesting to look at the way farming has changed. We haven't heard much from farmers in this campaign so far, so I went over to meet one in this Weald of Kent constituency at Loddington Farm, James Smith.
It's relatively expensive for, compared to sort of modern poultry farming, but the chickens, not only are they producing eggs for us for our farm shop, but they're also delivering fertilizer for our soil basically, and a byproduct of that is eggs that we can sell.
So, and I will say these chickens look extremely happy. You go out, go to one, but then right across the whole people, I don't fancy the choice, so I'm not going to put my name to any of them. Food and farming in the UK has been thrown under the bus slightly. James Smith at Loddington Farm there. Now, I'm going to say we have a little video of our setup here.
Tractor!
Video of our setup here, which you can see on the BBC PM X page. You'll see a little video of how we made all of this. Let us move on though, because tomorrow it is 80 years since D-Day, the largest seaborne invasion in history. It's getting to be a distant piece of history. In fact, we're 80 years from D-Day, and D-Day is 80 years from the American Civil War. That's how far back.
But their sacrifice was not in vain. The course of the Second World War had been altered. The fight
Tell you what, my lovelies, let's go the other way, shall we? We won't turn left as we normally do. We'll go this way. Haven't done this for a while. got a burial mound there on the left hand side. Just to your left here, in between that gap. Lovely. Oh, hello. Oh, Kestrel. Can you see it? Is it on camera? Oh, he's just landed on the telegraph pole. Tram Museum is literally just there on the right hand side. And this is the village of Christ. Now, somebody, I think, was it in a live stream or in a comment? I think it was on a live stream. They were talking about coming to Christ to the fish and chip shop, and I said I didn't recall seeing one, so let's see if we can see it as we go through. right. Indian restaurant. Nisa local. Gale Saxton Interiors, the Loaf Bakery. Oh yes, Cardale Fish Bar. Sure enough, there it was on the left. Well, well, well. Oh, I might have to try that one day. This is Bull Bridge, and there's a whole new estate that's sprung up here on the right hand side. And then here we're going to go over the river and then underneath the railway line, and that's the not sure what it's called. It's the main line. It's the one of the south to north or vice versa lines, the one that goes Chesterfield, well, Derby, Chesterfield, Sheffield. Oh, and a train. There we go. And just a mile and a half down the road there, that line joins with the Derwent Valley line, just down at Ambergate, or as I call it, Ambergate, just to be awkward. What do you think of these two new built houses on the right, just there? Do you like them or not? Quite an unusual design. And now we're going to go underneath the old A38. There we go. Let's go and see what delights tonight has in store for us. Right, time to go. Another good night, another busy night, another birthday party celebration. We had a big birthday party last night. We had another one tonight, not as big, but they stayed in all night. Didn't bloody spend much, huh? But I have been reminded that at my age, the one thing that I just can't bear now is a drunk. Drunks are just tiresome and boring. And the worst kind of drunks are drunks that you are kind of friends with or acquaintances with or colleagues with, where you have to tolerate them and listen to their insane babble. We've just had a visit from, well, he's still visiting, I've buggered off, our previous manager, and he's feeling no pain as per usual. Right, let's get some Radio 4 on.
Politics to change things and make a difference, and I didn't want to let that opportunity pass by. After COVID, I was 48 years old. I was thinking, look, I'm probably going to be working for another 20 years of my life. What do I want to do? And I had some experiences during the pandemic with Boris Johnson's government that made me very angry, and I felt that I wanted to move home to where I'm from, where my family are from, which is back to Wiltshire, and so I'm the candidate.
Tanya Mathias, does that chime with you, that sense? Because I mean, you didn't go by choice. You were kind of booted out by the return of Vince Cable, the man you'd kicked out a couple of years before, and I just wonder whether that yearning was there almost as soon as you left, or whether it's kind of crept back on you, because you had a job to go back to, didn't you? You're a medical doctor. It wasn't as if you weren't going to be in demand in your old profession.
It's the same motivation as it
gone away. None of their cars are here and the house is dark. That could be it. Oh well. There we are. Yeah, it's been a good day. It's been productive. pleasant, work was good, it's all good. So thank you very much for sharing it with me. Thank you for watching, and much love to you all, and I'll see you next time. For chew and indeed, oh yes, bosh.